welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jennifer and I do all things embroidery. If you're not new here, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And in today's video, we will be doing an awesome collab. I want to welcome Robin to the channel and I'm so excited to introduce you to her. She has a YouTube channel called Robin's Nest Embroidery, and let me bring her on. Hi, Robin!
Hi!
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing so well. Okay, so what's going on with you?
Not much. Just kind of enjoying our Sunday, cleaning, getting some orders done.
Perfect. Yeah, Sunday's the day where I like to chill and just kind of, you know, relax a little bit, kind of refresh myself for the week to come, because, you know,
exactly.
It gets kind of crazy with the weekend.
Exactly.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Robin. It kind of goes with the name of my business, Robin's Nest Embroidery. I've been doing embroidery since 2012. I have an Etsy shop and all that, you know, good stuff, and been working on multi-needle embroidery for, I think I've had those for 5 years now.
Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your YouTube channel. I want to hear all about it.
Okay, so my YouTube channel is basically obviously geared towards embroidery. I do have some heat transfer vinyl on there, but for the most part, we go over multi-needle embroidery, and I go over how I do my orders, how I package things. Sometimes we delve into doing the way the multi-needle machine works, how to clean it, how to set up colors, and so it's kind of a variety of how to run the machines and how to run a Etsy business. So it kind of just mixes it all up.
Oh, awesome. That's pretty cool. I mean, if you think about it, not a lot of people know about how to take care of an embroidery machine. So
exactly.
Do you have videos like dedicated to stuff like that?
Oh, yes. Well, I have a full video dedicated to how to oil it, how to change the needles. We have videos, like I said, on how to place, because when you do an applique, you have to have stops on the machine. So I go over how to make the stops happen, how to choose your colors. We just kind of, you know, just play around back and forth with how to do certain designs. We have one where we learn how to actually embroider on toilet paper.
What? That's so cool.
Yeah, it can be done. They said I was crazy, but
I've never actually done that before. Is it simple?
Yes,
like easy to do?
It is super simple. Super simple. Yeah.
I'm going to have to check that video out.
Tutorial. And it works for multi-needle. It works for single needle. It is a great seller at Christmas time. So yeah, check it out.
Wow. Embroidered toilet paper. Who knew?
Embroidered toilet paper. Exactly. And when I said I was going to do it, they all said, you're crazy, but who was the right one?
You proved them wrong.
I proved them wrong.
Very cool. Well, how did you actually get started on YouTube? I know a lot of my viewers ask this question.
So I started because I initially wanted to do like a family vlog, but I changed it to, I started, honestly, I went live in my embroidery group with a Pennywise clown wreath tutorial. So,
oh my gosh, the clowns!
I know, the clowns, and I won't get too deep into clowns, but
hey, if you hate clowns, leave a comment, because
I will not show one. I promise you. I don't want to trigger anyone. Okay, so basically, I embroider the middle of the clown, so the face, and then I show you how to do the outside with the mesh. So basically, I did a live in my group showing people how to make the clown, how to make the wreath. I saw that one.
Yeah,
you did see that one?
Yeah.
And then I sell the middle piece. All they have to do is buy the middle part. And I put it up on YouTube after I went live in my group, and it blew up. The video just went crazy. And I was like, wow, like.
Because of a clown.
Because of a clown, yes. And you wouldn't believe how much people loved it. So then I decided, I kind of like hemmed and hawed and left my YouTube channel alone for a while. And then I was like, I should really like keep going. And then like a year ago, I decided to do the toilet paper tutorial and just kept going from there, and it just kept building.
Wow. Well, okay.
Yeah.
So what was the timeline between those two videos? Like, what was the time span?
A couple years. I
Wow.
want to say a couple years, because I jumped on the YouTube channel thing way later. I should have gotten on it like way back when I started, but as soon as that thing just kept gaining speed, and everybody kept wanting to order the clown faces, and I was like, I wonder if I should keep going.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's how I got started.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I have a very similar experience where I just shot a video and it did nothing. And I'm like,
it's very hit and miss. It's very hit and miss on YouTube. You know, people are very fickle, and I'm finding that medium somewhere where, you know, don't go live too much, or don't go, you know, make, you know, kind of like recorded videos as opposed to live videos, and try and like make them fun and upbeat and
have
stuff.
some variety.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. When I was doing my YouTube channel, I had no idea what I was doing.
I still have no idea what I'm doing.
Hear that, folks? Even she doesn't know what she's doing.
Yes, if anybody has any tips, comment down below.
Please do.
Please do.
Because, you know, both of us we haven't been on YouTube that long. Like, both of us.
No, and it seems like both of our channels kind of just all of a sudden like grew, and I was like, this is great. Yeah.
And you have to kind of find the reasons why. Like, do you ever ask your audience about like what they want to see?
I do. I ask them, and like I did a poll on my page, and I asked people, do you want to see lives? Do you want to see recorded? It seemed like people wanted to see a mix of both. Some people really want me to delve into the machines. I've started cause a lot of Etsy questions. So I'm trying to start an Etsy series on how to open your own Etsy shop. It's clearly not going to be a one video series. There's so much that goes into that. So the first video we got up, and it just basically, we open a shop together. We list one item together, and probably next video we'll go into shipping maybe.
That's pretty cool. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I actually want to ask you real quick about what kind of equipment do you use for making your videos?
So I just have a Sony video camera. It's made for vlogging. It's a pretty nice piece of equipment. And then I use Adobe Pro to edit my stuff. And that's really it. I subscribe to some online music that allows you, as long as I pay a monthly service, so I get to use music for my channel. And that's basically just what I'm using right now. What
do you use to edit your videos with?
The Adobe Pro. It's Premiere Pro. It's a nice program.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. I had another question and I just slipped my mind. I hate that. Oh, do you ever film with your phone?
I go live. I have gone live with my phone. I thought it was my phone because when I would go live, it would take 24 hours for the videos to upload. But it clearly is. If I go live from my computer, it does the same thing. It must be a YouTube kind of glitch right now. I think it's just because of everything going on in the world that they have a skeleton crew. So I do use my phone for that. I use my phone also for other parts of my business, like Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. Yes, don't make fun. I just started TikTok. Get my name out there. I use it for Twitter and my Facebook. So I use my phone quite a bit for my business.
Awesome.
Maybe not for my videos, but for like other parts of my business.
Right. Well, you have to spread it out,
Yeah.
Trying to make sure you're doing all you can to get your name out there and trying to get your work out there. And that's the hard part right there.
That is the hard part. That's been the biggest marketing. You can't forget marketing. Yeah.
No. You gotta boost your chances of getting some type of sale somehow.
Sale or just exposure if you want someone to come over to your YouTube channel, stuff like that.
Awesome. I'm gonna have to grab all your social media stuff and put them in the description. I forgot to do that.
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta do that.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So I want to actually jump over to, okay, so I'm admiring your subscribe pillow. I really want one of those.
I made that.
You made that?
I made that. I actually, there's a video on my page on how
I need to do that.
Yeah, it was, so I've been doing in the hoop stuff for long enough that I was kind of like, I think I can do this. So I kind of just kind of winged. I won't bring it over here because it's not really perfect, but it does the trick wherever it is.
It's super cute. I've been admiring it. I'm like, oh, I should get one of those or make one myself, like, because we can.
Yeah, it's cute.
Awesome. I'll have to check out that tutorial. Okay, so speaking of making stuff, I want you to tell me how you started with Etsy.
Okay, so when I first started, I was not doing embroidery at all. I was doing these stacked bows. For anybody who has little girls, and I have twins that are 10 now, but when they were little, I would buy them these stacked bows. And then I was like, I could do this. No, I can't do that. I was terrible at it. I was just absolutely terrible at it. So I had also at the same time been buying embroidery shirts from another Etsy shop. And then I decided I'm spending a lot. I can do this. So I convinced my husband to let me then get a single needle machine, and the rest is history, to be honest with you. I started doing embroidered shirts.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of embroidery machine, which one did you start with?
Okay, so I started with the Viking Topaz 20.
Oh.
I bought that. I don't know about everybody else, but at the Joann's that I lived near at the time had a Viking store in it. Not all. I know the one where I'm at now doesn't have one, but in Vegas, where we originally lived, they had a little Viking in there, and they had a refurbished Topaz 20, and I got a steal of a deal, and that was my very first one. I don't have it anymore, and I regret it.
What happened to it?
I sold it at the time. I went into multi-needle, and I didn't have like the space I have now, and I made that fateful decision to sell it, and I wish I had it.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot, actually, especially with people that have a lot of multi-needle machines and they get rid of their single needle and they're like, shoot, I should not have done that.
No, so take my advice. Don't ever, if you move up, keep your single.
Good advice, honestly, because you can do so many things with a single needle. Like, there's so many things you can do.
You can do the toilet paper. You can do chains. There's so much that I wish I kept it for.
Or you can do patches, like up here.
Patches, yes, exactly. And oh well.
Well, do you plan on maybe getting another single needle sometime?
Maybe. I would probably have to. I don't know. I don't know if I could
Question mark.
I don't know if I could convince the husband. He'd be like, "Are you serious?
Do you really need a single needle, do you?"
Yes.
Well, you can always find use for it if you end up deciding to get one later.
True.
Well,
true.
if you did decide to get one, to be like, okay, well, if I need one, what would you go for? What would you purchase, perhaps?
I would probably get what's the one you have, the PE 700?
It's 800.
I would get one of those because they're really reasonable, and I've watched them I've watched them run. They seem like they're amazing machines.
They're very versatile. I really enjoy it. It's perfect for like when you don't know what the heck you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, very user-friendly.
They look very user-friendly, and they look like they do a fantastic job.
Yep, I enjoy using mine for sure. Very cool. What is your favorite embroidery item to make?
Now, to make or to sell?
Oh, both. Let's do both.
Okay.
Let's do make first.
So my favorite embroidery item to make probably is this is a tough one. The toilet paper is really fun. But making keychains are really fun. I was able to, we're a law enforcement family, so I'm part of a group that does stitching for downed law enforcement. What they'll do is they'll go ahead and stitch. Usually it's like the state, and then there'll be like a thin blue line across it and with the person's badge number. So that's probably one of my favorite things to be making and being involved in. So if there's a down officer, a big group of women get together and will make just batches of these keychains to supply to their department.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite things to be part of, to be honest with you. So yeah, I would say that those keychains.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
All right, what's your favorite embroidery item to sell then?
Probably the kids' shirts, obviously. I actually have one that I just finished this morning. We have a cute little, I don't know if it's backwards.
Oh my gosh,
isn't that
Thomas?
Cute? And I don't know if you can see, but the cutest thing, and it's from Planet Applique, the little wording. But do you see the Oliver all has like a train theme going on. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I like doing stuff for like kids' birthdays, and like I sent one off the other day for a little boy's second or third birthday, and mom messaged me and was like, he just loves it. So that's like some of the funnest things to hear and to, yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, when someone comments your work, it's very it's very uplifting. It gives you kind of this, I don't know what you call it. It just makes you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm doing something for somebody. It makes me feel just positive vibes.
Yes. And then a lot of times I'll get lucky and people will send me pictures of their kids in the shirts. And that's just it's just a good feeling. It really is.
That's the best. That's
it
the
is
best
really
feeling.
The best. It is.
Very cute. Well, my youngest son, he loves Thomas, so he'd go crazy over that shirt.
Aww. That's great. Yeah, it's very popular. People love him.
Awesome. Well, very cool. I love seeing your shirts.
Thank you.
Speaking of machines, I see some back there. How many do you own?
I own 2 at the time. At this moment, I have a 10 needle Baby Lock Enterprise, and then I have the 6 needle Brother Entrepreneur. And yeah, they've been wonderful machines, both refurbished machines. The Baby Lock I got at a dealer, it was used, but worked great. And the 6 needle I was able to find on Marketplace.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got good deals on them.
I did I got really good deals. So if you look, it can happen.
Very cool. Which one do you like to work on the most out of both of those?
I like it's going to sound weird because I was actually oops, I lost an earbud. Hold on. I was actually,
1 minute, folks.
I was actually telling my husband the other day that I wouldn't mind not having the 10 needle and getting a second 6 needle because I think the 6 needle, it stitches out really beautifully. But now, not that the 10 needle doesn't. I think, honestly, I really like the 6 needle. Does that sound weird?
You know, it's every personal preference, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is it about the 6 needle that is a little bit better?
I feel like it's not as loud.
That's a big factor.
Because these machines are loud, so you're gonna have to deal with the loudness of them. Right. I think honestly, okay, this is real life right here. I think I'm preferring the 6 needle because my 10 needle needs to be serviced. It just needs to be cleaned. So
there's the real reason.
Yeah, it's true life. My confession. I need to service this bad boy.
What's wrong? What needs to be fixed, do you think?
I don't think anything's like severely wrong with it, but I do think that it's just not stitching as smooth to me. And I'm really good about figuring out what's causing it to mess up. And I think we're just at a point where it just needs to be cleaned.
How often do you clean them?
Not enough. Just kidding. I think you're supposed to do yearly.
Oh, okay. So when's the last time you cleaned yours?
Next question. I
Pass.
personally go through myself and clean the machines myself. I oil them and change the needles and dust it all off because they do get dusty.
Right.
But I think someone needs to like pull it all apart, clean it all out. The reason that I wait so long to do it is because when you turn these machines in for service, you're probably not going to see it again for a few weeks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So it
So
helps to have at least one other machine to work with.
well, and now that my major plan is after the first of the year to do one machine at a time.
Okay. That
Yeah.
sounds
So I'm not
reasonable.
like all down, you know?
Right. Okay, well, I want to ask him another question about Etsy shops because I have a lot of people that follow me that do Etsy stuff and ask a lot of
Okay.
questions. So, what is your best-selling item on your shop?
Okay, so my best selling item, which I just actually have one on the hoop right here, because we just
Nice.
got, that's why that machine is on, are my Guardian Angel shirts. So we're not going to keep that one up
Oh,
too long because it's so sad and I don't want to depress anyone, but we do these Guardian Angel shirts and they're fortunately, but unfortunately, they're super popular. And they're just a true honor to be able to do for people because I know that they mean a lot to people. So it's an honor for me. And they are truly one of my best selling items.
wow,
Yeah.
that's bittersweet there.
It is. I feel like everything that is said I loved is something just so sad, but it is what it is.
Why do you think it's so popular?
People like to honor their loved ones. So we do like my uncle is my guardian angel, my aunt, stuff like that. Or we do the handpicked in heaven by my brother,
Mm,
those type of shirts. Um, People just like to have something to memorialize and yeah, so it's nice.
trying to make something into a special thing to
Yes.
remember their loved ones.
Yes. In fact, so like I tell people sometimes it's really hard to like get an order in, especially this one's a 12-month-old for my daddy.
Aw.
So it's hard not to be like, oh, that's so sad. But then it's such a huge honor that people are coming to me and saying, can you make this for her or him? And
Right.
so I kind of am just like, it's just an honor. I have nothing like, that's all I can say.
All right. Well, that was a
Yeah.
surprise. I was surprised to know that.
Yeah, it actually is one of my best sellers out there. And I get to hear a lot of really, really sweet stories. And I've gotten to be a part of, some real nice moments for people. So it's nice. It's really nice. It makes me feel good to give people a little bit of happiness in a kind of a downtime.
So would you say, as an Etsy owner, it's more than just making stuff?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You have to have a heart in there um, to sell anything for someone's children. You want to put some sort of heart in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because your focus is mainly on children's shirts, and there's a lot of, emotion involved, whether it's sad or happy.
I think I just muted you. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't
technical
know what happened.
difficulties,
Did I just mute you?
possibly.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh no. What did I do? I'm so sorry. Hold on.
No, you're fine.
Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry. Let me fix my Bluetooth. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I don't know. Can you hear me? No, probably not. Well, I wish I had some questions in the comments so I can answer people's questions, but, thank you for joining this live. And there are more questions. Hopefully she'll fix her audio. Now you're gone. There. Nope. Technical difficulties. while she's doing that, I just want to take a moment to direct you to the description box. I will have all of her social media links, and her Etsy shop has some wonderful things on it. She just showed you a couple of things if you've been following along. So check out those things in the description. Oh no, it looks like we lost her. Okay. Let's see if she's back. Hold on a second. We're going to bring her back. Okay, Robin, can we hear you? No audio. No audio. I can barely hear you. I'm wondering if we're using... it's very faint. Can you hear me? I can hear you, but it's very quiet.
Any better?
I mean, I can hear you, but it's not as loud as before. Oh. I guess that's better than nothing.
How bad is it? Hold on. Any better?
It's the same. It's still just very faint.
Any better now? How faint is it?
I can hear you. Maybe you can speak up just a little bit louder.
Okay, how's that sound?
It just sounds like you're far away.
What happened?
That's strange. That's okay.
Better?
You must have hit something.
I must have. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
All right. How's that? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
It's very faint. But I can hear you, so that's better than nothing.
Okay. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Do you want to tweak with it more, or would you want to keep going? Oh, now you're gone. I can't hear you now. Yeah, now you're muted. Hold on, let me... yeah, you muted your... Oh, I heard something. No. Robin's having some technical difficulties.
I'm so sorry.
I'm just going to admire your machine, because someday I want one of those. Nope. For those that are watching, if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them while we try and figure out this mic problem. I can hear you now a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to try continuing? Would that help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's not tweak with it anymore and see if we can...
Yeah.
So I've got a few more questions for you. So.
Okay.
Okay. So, as somebody who is just brand new to Etsy, what is your best advice for them?
To be patient. You want to definitely be patient. You want to get up enough listings to where it doesn't look ridiculous. You know, like you don't want to have just like 2 listings up. You want to have a good amount. But most of all, be patient, because you're not going to like see sales right away.
Right. And how long, so when you first started Etsy, how long did it take you to see that first sale?
Oh, wow. It took a while. It took a while because you have to get your name out there.
Right.
So you have to be pushing yourself on social media left and right, which is what I did.
Right. So what social media did you go to first to try and get business?
So I did Facebook. I had a Facebook group. I still have the Facebook group. I did Instagram and I did Twitter to begin with. It's just recently I've started with TikTok and seeing if that helps out. But Facebook was the main one.
Facebook was my very first one too.
Yep.
I don't know. There's just something about Facebook that was just more, I don't know, like beginner friendly to me that was drawn.
Yeah.
I drew to it. So.
No, I agree. Yeah. I
Awesome.
agree.
Yeah, when I first started my Etsy shop, it was a bomb. I failed so hard. I'm just telling you right now, it does. And sometimes you have to fail to succeed.
Yep, it takes time and you have to be patient.
Patience is key. And I know that a lot of people don't have it out there, but you know, it's weird to say this, but it takes practice to be patient.
It does. It does. It takes practice.
And a lot of research I found helps a lot too.
Yes. And don't be shy about looking at other people's shops. I'm not telling you to copy them. I don't mean that. I mean, like, you want to be selling stuff in your right price range and stuff. So look around to see what's hot right now, you know?
Yeah. And, you know, a business is a business, whether it's in brick and mortar or online. So you have to know who your competition is. Well, competition is a good thing in this instance because you want to use them as an example. Like, okay, this is what I strive to be, and this is where I want to be. And so that's where the patience really comes in.
I agree. I 100% agree with you.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, I am hoping that I would love to I don't want to stop ever doing my Etsy shop, but I would love to make the transition on doing like the YouTube thing full time and being able to like teach and bring people along with me. I think that would be a lot of fun.
I think YouTube is a great place for that.
Yes. I think it would be a lot of fun to do all that and to teach people.
Yeah, I agree. You know, and as a teacher, you need different outlets to do that for.
That, and I think that a lot of, like, I don't know about you, but when I bought any of my machines, there wasn't a heck of a lot of training out there. So I kind of just want to be that kind of vessel for people.
So do you think you're going to have more in-depth videos on the machines that you currently own?
Oh, yes. I want to keep going because there's always questions. People, like, I'll get a video up and then people will be like, can you show me this? And I'll be like, oh, okay, we can do this now. So there's always someone asking questions on how to do something. So there's always ideas for content.
That's the best way to get content is to make sure that you're paying attention. So if you're on YouTube and you just don't see growth, ask your audience. Be like, what do you want to see? Because if they see that you're taking the time to answer that question and to make videos for them, they'll come back for more.
And I was really blessed with, I met a couple ladies online that were wonderful and helped me out a lot. And, I found YouTube channels myself. And I know for when you first start, there's a lot you don't know, like to stabilizer, to threads, to all sorts of different things. So I kind of just want to help guide people through that.
Well, that's great because when I first started embroidery, I know nothing. I was so clueless.
I will, like, when I first brought my Viking home, it sat in the box for like a week.
Oh my God.
So I was like, I don't know why I bought this. And then I stitched, the first thing was something that was preset inside the machine, and I didn't even use stabilizer, and I was just happy it kind of resembled what it should have looked like, but obviously it wasn't. It was all bunched up without stabilizer. But I was, you just watch YouTube channels, join groups, and look around. Yeah,
the niche that we're in is fairly, there's a lot of wonderful people that know what they're doing. So it's nice
thank you. And I was blessed by meeting someone that I'm still really good friends with to this day, who, when I got my multi-needles, she said, FaceTime me, I'll go over it all with you. And I was like, oh, you're an angel. Like, and she had me up and running in like a day. Because it's not hard. The machines aren't hard. It's just learning. It's a curve, you know?
Yeah. It is a big curve, especially if you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly. Well, even going from a single needle to a multi-needle, there's still a little curve going on there. And so I'd done single needle for a really long time. And so she was like, you know what? You get this multi-needle, I will get you up and running. You didn't see that. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Just ignore that. That didn't happen.
You didn't see any of that.
Oh, my goodness.
This is real life, people.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have a bonus question for you. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever done hand embroidery?
Never. Well, okay, that might be a lie. I might have done it. I won't tell you my age, but when I was a young kid in the 70s, I may have done some. Well, that might have been needle pointing. No, I can't say I've ever done hand embroidery.
Would you ever
Seems
try?
like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
You know, I'm always willing to try something. Crocheting would be fun to learn too, but I don't think my hands go that way.
Honestly, you know, I started this whole thing doing crochet, which is interesting that you mentioned that because I like crochet. I think it's very relaxing.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I started doing that, and then I discovered hand embroidery, and I haven't looked back.
Wow. And now you're onto the machine, and next thing you know, you'll have like 5,000 multi-needle machines just going at once.
Maybe not that many, but a good amount would be great.
I can dream, can't I?
Yeah, there you go. Well, very cool. Well, despite all the crazy technical difficulties, I really enjoy having you here.
I really enjoyed being here. We have to do this more often.
No kidding. I would love to do this again sometime. Make sure that you hop over to Robin's YouTube channel. It's down here. It's Robin's Nest Embroidery. Go ahead and subscribe to her. She's got some wonderful videos. And thank you for joining me. Any last comments or anything?
I just really appreciate you having me on here. I think this has just been wonderful. And I hope everybody also goes over to my channel and watches the collab I did with Jennifer, who gave us some wonderful insight to her home business too. So I really appreciate, you doing this with me. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you guys. I'll see you guys later. Make sure that you comment down below and tell me what you think. If you want to see more live, let me know. That'd be great. Because this is the first time I actually did live on this channel.
Yay!
So,
congratulations.
That's so fun. But yeah, so thank you so much, Robin, for joining us. And we'll see you in the next videos.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.